The fifth sitting of the National Assembly was in session on Wednesday as day 3 of the budget debate continued at the Artichung Conference Center, which is being used to facilitate the arguments as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic to allow for physical distancing among members of Parliament. The first speaker of the day, Tabitha Sarabo-Hali, who previously served as the Minister of Public Service under the APNU AFC administration, described the PPPC emergency budget as a private sector paycheck with a $25,000 hush money to the citizens. She lashed out at the government side of the House, stating that it is preaching democracy but not acting it out. She also spoke to salaries for public servants in the budget.
Specific issues related to salaries and allowances for our nurses, teachers, and super cleaners that were pending for many years prior are among the benefits accrued by public servants in the APNU AFC administration. So I must ask the honorable members on the other side, why have they chosen to neglect the public servants in this budget?
The second speaker, Sonia Parag, current Minister of Public Service, condemned the coalition opposition, positing that their presentations were reckless and replete with inaccuracies. She rebutted the first speaker, Tabitha Sarabo-Hali, who questioned about salary increases for public servants by stating that there's a process by which such needs to be done. First, she said, there needs to be collective bargaining. Then once an agreement is made, it goes into the budget. The minister spoke to her ministerial portfolio, outlining some of the plans for that sector. Insert.
With $1,013,484 being estimated for allocation to training and scholarships. Now, if I am to compare 2019, where just over 500 scholarship applications were brought into the Ministry of Public Service. In just 3 weeks, we have been able to achieve over 700 applications from across the country.
Coalition Member of Parliament, Nima Flu-Best, the third speaker of the day, reminded the PPPC members of the House that it was their administration, while in power, that introduced value-added tax to the Guyanese economy. Therefore, removal of the tax in this budget on certain commodities. She proceeded to outline who will stand to benefit from tax removals as it relates to the mining sector.
Mr. Speaker, I am positive that because of the constraints COVID-19 has brought, only the privileged miners will be able to go and purchase equipment and to enjoy this VAT removal at this time. When we speak of emergencies, it should address the immediate needs. I did not see in the budget any emergency bailout fund that people in the extractive industry can benefit from now.
Dr. Tandika Smith, who represented the government side of the House, meanwhile, highlighted the absence of key medications to treating a number of illnesses.
As the absence of medications such as insulin and methyl-dopa were nil on many occasions, CPG machines, basic family planning methods such as IUDs, implants, oral contraceptives, among others, were difficult to access. Basic materials such as normal saline, gauze, intricates, just to name a few, were also found to be nil in our drug board many times.
Meanwhile, Himraj Rajkumar, who occupies an opposition seat in Parliament, utilized his allotted time to focus on achievements by the APNU AFC government while it was in power. He spoke to job creation as well as promotion of small business in the country.
$1,156,471,000, creating 394 jobs. This, Mr. Speaker, is an example of how government stimulates economic growth and create jobs. In June this year, Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Business distributed $1.6 million in small business relief grants to small businesses to assist them in their challenges of the COVID-19 crisis. This is how, again, the APNU plus AFC support and encourage small business development.
Wendell Badri for the HGP Nightly News.